Hi, my name is Joaquin Ramirez, and today we're going to answer some questions related to brainwave sound frequencies and the activity we just completed. So let's dive right in. The first question is: do you think that we can alter our brainwaves? Why or how? Yes. You know, if you meditate or do relaxful activities, you can actually, feel a sense of peace and mindfulness. So after investigating more about this topic, because I choose delta brainwaves, I actually learned that that is true. I thought it before, but I never knew it was scientifically proven. And just if you do certain activities that are very mindful and conscious, you can actually lower your brainwaves. Question 2: on what data did you base the function you wrote on point number 4? So fortunately, we did a work a couple weeks ago about AC and DC that we have to graph the waves. So as this was a very similar work, it helped me find a function really quickly. Of course, it wasn't the same function, but as it was very similar work, it was very fast. So fortunately, I used delta brainwave, which has a frequency of less than 4 Hz. So for terms of simplicity, I use 1 Hz. And the formula was based on the known characteristics of delta brainwaves. Question number 3 is: what do you think your function was compared to one of the functions in point number 5? Actually, something really interesting happened to me while I input the second function. When I input my function, you could clearly see it was correct. It was slow, but you could see that it was hitting the points. But when I input the other function, it appeared me a giant green block. It was the first time something like this happened to me in Desmos. So I first thought that I input the function wrong, but then I realized that when you zoom in, the function was there, but it was very quick and very fast, that it appeared when you zoom out as a single block. So that was very interesting. And of course, it was much faster and was having much more frequency than my function, which was of course more slow and most set apart and distant. Number 4: what do you think those intersection points mean? So I think that that is maybe a point where both function and sound wave, combine. So at first it appears weird, but when you think about it, and that some music can induce certain brain waves, it actually makes sense. So that is what I think means. Question number 5 is: what was the main takeaway from this activity? Actually, this was a very fun activity to do because I was able to investigate something that I didn't know a lot about, and that I actually got very interested about how brain sound and brain waves, are like connected in a weird way that we can still not found out. So it's very interesting, to see something and learn about something that us humans, is happening inside our own body, and we can still fully comprehend it. So very interesting topic. Thanks for watching.